You mind if I record?
That's fine. So it said, so when Steve, so going on to the video where Steve approached him, it says, so I said, Steve approached Abu Qasim. Adnan said, if you cannot respond, let me respond for you. This guy is an open supporter of Tommy Robinson. But my thing is, where was the questioning of Abu Qasim's ideology?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Steve. But yet, Steve was praised by the judge for confronting this person, and they used this video as evidence against Abu Qasim. But in that same video, we see Adnan Rashid.
Can I ask a question, or is this a one-man thing? So basically, when I look back at the video of Adnan Rashid being told about Abu Qasim, what was so striking watching it back was that he didn't go, are you an extremist? If you are, I don't want to be nothing to do with it. All he kept saying was that one of the parts he says, you support an extremist and Steve supports an extremist. Meaning that both of you, Anjem Chowdhury and Tommy Robinson, are extremists. So in a way, he was conceding that he knew about it in some way. Yeah. So this is the thing about, even when he came back afterwards, he didn't really question about his extremism. It was all about his public persona being hurt by this, which is very disingenuous.
That's what we're seeing. His actions are condemning him. His words, his lips are saying one thing, but his actions are doing something else. So as well on the TNTS Week video, I asked him, so when I asked him about Abu Qasim, Adnan said to Abu Qasim, do you support this individual and Anjem Chowdhury, or are you one of his followers? And Abu Qasim said no. So then Adnan says, I turned to Steve and said he does not. So by his words, I believe he is not a supporter. I asked him alone again, are you associated with these people? If you are, we do not want to know you. Then Adnan said, then Abu Qasim said, I am not associated with these people, I do not follow them or support them. Then Adnan said, that testimony in itself, when a person is saying to me, I accept it. Then he said, you can go and cry in your agony. Then I responded and I asked him, did you not ask him why he was with Anjem Chowdhury?
Twice, on camera, once on Vice News.
And Adnan replied and said he did not ask him that question. So I replied and said, don't you think that would have been an important question to ask? And Adnan was like, that's a good question. And I said, because this person could be a liar, so why don't you ask him about these things?
Thank God Adnan Rashid isn't a lawyer, because he doesn't know how to understand how to ask questions.
And then clearly there's another video where Abu Qasim is made to make a response video about it.
Yeah, that's...
Adnan can be heard coaching.
No, that video was actually edited.
Yeah.
Because Steve was in there and they saw Steve, and instead of him saying the way that he wanted him to say it, he made him orchestrate, so they cut the video. And all it was that we are not with him.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at Abu Qasim's channel, Speakers Corner Brotherhood, 80% of the videos uploaded are Adnan Rashid, Mansour and Hashim. Yeah. And he doesn't really record other people. So we need to find out why was it that he was always with that team? If he was really recording Speakers Corner, he would have been recording all of the teams, but he was always specifically them.
And this is the thing, so I want people watching this video to understand it's people like these who create Islamophobia, because when concerned people of the public go to address them in this park, they've been labelled Islamophobes, extremists, every label under the sun, but yet they did nothing to combat this. But then Steve's own video was used as evidence.
Yeah, big up to Steve for that, man. Big up to Steve.
So then,
let me elaborate a little bit more, because I don't think you don't understand what happened. So when the court case was going, I'm going to be very careful about names because I could get sued. There were certain individuals on these panels that were saying that they're going to try and derail the case, or trying to say that I'm doing contempt of court and me and Steve. So they phoned the court, and probably, I'm not saying they did it, but somebody sent videos of Speakers Corner to try and show that we were doing contempt of court. I believe those same individuals that sent the videos, it actually backfired, because none of us sent the videos, and those videos then proved that Abu Qasim was an outright liar, and that actually backfired on those. So, I put that for you guys. Big up, man.
yeah.
So I know you're going to teach them.
We will.
So the important
thing about
let me just do my little bit.
is rhetoric.
yeah, don't worry.
So the important
Because
thing
they look
about
like they're running away from
his
you.
rhetoric.
Now, let's just
Stay.
1 minute, let's finish.
We're gonna wrap up.
So the thing about his rhetoric, about especially like the New Zealand killer, because we have reading from the Independent, and it says Sri Lanka's defence minister has claimed a series of deadly bombings on churches and hotels were carried out in retaliation for shootings at mosques in the New Zealand city of Christchurch. And then it says, 2 small domestic Islamic terrorist groups were believed to have carried out the Easter Sunday attacks and killed at least 321 people. So now the problem is this: Adnan's rhetoric is used to incite. Let's just move down because it's.
Oh, where's he going? Oh, sorry. Let's just. Sorry, I apologise.
What we see about the Sri Lanka attack is that they were done in response to the New Zealand attack, but the person wasn't even a Christian, but the Christians were killed for it. But then you have people like Adnan who know better than that, who've read his manifesto, and he's not a terrorist. He doesn't claim to be a terrorist, but actually in his manifesto he says what inspired him was a terrorist attack where a young 12-year-old girl was killed. That was his inspiration. But then he's trying to now frame it as this Christian crusader trying to kill Muslims. But this is not what the evidence says. So why is he framing it? And this is why we're calling him out on things, because it's actually he himself who's inciting violence against Christians, and this is why we call him out against it, because the evidence is there. Anyone can go and read his manifesto.
Did you go back?
Let me get a camera, someone to film for me. Give me a minute. I'll be back. I need someone to hold my camera though.
Don't worry, Dad, you can't get anyone.
Oh, I don't trust no one here. You're mad. You're crazy. Look at this. Look at him. No way, man. Let me get someone I trust. Alright, so you know, all the time. We wanted to be excellent. I'm gonna look for someone. Oh, look for someone. Oh, where is it?
What if Jesus came? And he died
So I need someone to record. Dude, man, I'm trying. Okay. Did you want me in there or not? Mansour, where are you going?
This guy is radicalized.
Oh yeah, cool, Mansour. Cool. We'll see you next week. We'll see you the week after. The week after and the week after.
Oh my God.
I got a lifetime to speak to you later on though.
Okay, right.
Oh yeah, Shamsi. All right, let's go.
Listen to this, yeah?
Yeah.
Now you are.
Oh my God.
Look at me, I'm dangerous.
Could have been like a bomb or something, man. Imagine if that fell out in the train like that, and I'm dressed like this.
You're not happy with me that I'm so serious.
They look like a bomb. Tick. Yeah. All right. So I know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen now? Shamsi's gonna go, Raj, you support Tommy Robinson.
No, you say that. No.
I will say one thing before I go on. As much as people may give him stick, as much as they might give him a lot of grief, I don't agree with you on a lot of things ideologically, but I do think you're a fair guy. So that's why I took the Shamsi, because a lot of people say to me, oh, why is Shamsi kissing Kufar's ass? No, he's respectful, so I'm respectful. Okay. And when it comes to extremist things, he's called people out, so I can't question him on that.
Okay, no, wait. Now, my point is coming to you.
Yeah.
You are following brothers here because it's extremism issues. Okay, while you are using your camera, also you're addressing so-called film camera. Okay, when there's extremists, anyone, because Abu Qasim, and he was promoting extremism and terrorist material, yeah? But so-called film, he promotes Christian Prince. And the Christian Prince, when he was asked, I have it here, let me get you the proof, because I don't want to just be speaking. Okay? Christian Prince.
You got enough
that's the operation, man. So Christian Prince, Bob the Liar and Christian Prince, both of them, praising and saying So Christian Prince speaking to this Abdullah Samir, this guy, you know, as I have mentioned, if you want to become a rich, then open YouTube channel, claim that you're ex-Muslim. Do you know how many followers you have? Unbelievable. It's a business now. Anyway,
I don't really know a lot about
anyway,
YouTube,
anyway,
to be honest.
anyway. So this Abdullah, he's atheist. So he wants to be
Ex-Muslim.
Ex-Muslim. Claim is telling me, what do you think about what do you think about the Inquisition court? I agree with it.
With the what? Inquisition?
Inquisition court. Let me teach you about Inquisition court. When the Muslims and the Jews and other Christians, other sects, they were getting burned alive. Alive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
Abu Qasim was not burning no one alive. He's a terrorist, a dangerous guy. But so, I want these guys who you were with, you have to go to them now, follow them.
I don't have to do nothing.
What?
Let me say something.
No.
I do what I want to do. If I want to do that, I'll do it.
So you double standard then.
It's
So
not
you double standard.
double
Because
standard.
Mansour doesn't support them.
One minute.
Wait, let me finish my point. Rush, to be honest, I know Mansour for a long time. I've been coming to this place, yeah? Mansour doesn't support them. Understand? He doesn't support them. Mansour, he comes, give da'wah, that's it. But you following him because he never confronted this guy. And it's not upon every person here to confront terrorists. If we did it, shows that Muslims do it. Alhamdulillah.
Right, so
and himself, wait. Now you are with a person who promotes someone who agrees with killing the Muslims and burn them alive, the Inquisition court. So these guys, they are with who? With the Crusades. But because we are in England now, you cannot implement Crusades anymore. But if they're in a country when the Crusades are killing the Muslims, they will join them. So you have to go and tell them, listen, how you are promoting someone who is happy with the killing of children, babies, and burning them alive, the Jews and the Muslims.
So first of all, I do what I want to do. Now, if I want to do it, I'll do it.
That applies to Mansour too. You have to do what I want to do.
Let me finish. I don't care there's 50 of you trying to tell me to do one thing.
No, 50. Alhamdulillah, but Allah, I'm 100.
Let me explain. I don't even know about this situation. I'm taking your word for it.
Oh.
So if I look into this,
Okay.
and I find that what you're saying is actually correct, I will question him on this.
That's good.
Because for me,
but don't say I want to do, I'm going to do. Because that should apply to Mansour as well.
What I'm saying is that you're showing information I've never seen before.
No problem, but
I have to look at my own eyes.
Right.
Right, so let me...
I spoke to you many times. Okay?
Yeah, so let me...
Me and you speak nicely, okay?
Yeah, but let me...
Wait, my point. Your answer should not be, I want to let you do what I want to do, okay? Because that I can apply to, why that shows you double standard. You following Brother Mansour, tell him do this, do that.
Turn the camera.
Understand?
Excuse me.
No. You're not a protected species.
Go on. Now I'm showing the proof. You should say, you know what, Shamsi, fair point. What I'm going to do, let me investigate it more and I will see. That should be your answer.
Alright, I'm going to talk how I talk. I'm not really here to be liked. What I will say is that if I'm saying, the way I say stuff here, some people don't like it, I'm quite abrasive. But what I mean by this is that I don't like to be dictated to. I will look into it. And
So why are you dictating to Mansour?
1 minute. When it comes to, let me finish my sentence. When it comes to the Inquisition, if people agree with the Inquisition, then your mind's very warped. You have to be, because the Inquisition was just about persecuting minorities. So I agree with you on that stance. I don't really know who Christian Prince is or this Abdul Samir. I've got to look into them first.
But you know Paperboy and the soccer film. You know, they're promoting him.
First, so let me look into them first.
No problem.
And
That's
then if I have a conversation with them
That's
afterwards,
it. That's
then we'll have a
But
conversation.
stick with your principle.
Yeah,
Don't say
fair enough.
I don't like no one to dictate to me what to say, because you're following the Brother Mansour around. You are dictating to him what to say. So
I've only started with this one.
No, stop that. No.
I'm only joking.
No, stop
I'm
that.
joking. Just joking. I'm joking.
Brother Mansour is
Alright. No, I don't have no respect for that man.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's 100 years old.
No, he's my brother, so I have to
Yeah, well,
defend
just
him.
because you respect him, I don't
Yeah,
need to.
no, but you can't go, because you are trying to make it seem
Alright.
he supported a terrorist.
Let me say something. I will do what I want, and he will be spoken to. Adnan will be spoken to, and Mansour as well. I want to understand why these three guys had this guy filming with them for 2 years, and when we gave them the evidence, they refused to acknowledge it and just brushed it off. Whereas you looked at it for 2 minutes and you found out what it was. Even Paul told this guy, and this guy refused to look into it. So I will find out why. Was it because they're just being ignorant or silly, or they made a mistake? Okay, let's go by that.
I don't know about this what you said before.
But he's too scared to talk to me. Are you going to talk to me?
I don't talk to people who make accusations.
Oh, don't worry. You
Accusation based on lies and slander. Excuse me, don't lies.
Okay, so give me the camera. I'll film what I want.
Where you pointing that?
No. He's trying to bully him, yeah?
To be honest,
He's trying to bully him.
Look, if this is the case, I don't agree with that. If he was informed about them,
I'm
he should.
against every form of extremism and radicalization. I think you personally are radicalized. I think you need to be
I film it.
properly dealt
Radicalized.
with by the police.
Yes.
and
Turn it round.
the system of
Turn it
law in
round.
this
Turn it
country.
round. Turn it round. The
He's
police.
talking serious.
Come and investigate me. Come and investigate me. I have nothing to hide. I'm cool. I'm cool. Investigate me.
Anyway, the point here is the point is investigate that what I said to you. Because why? If you told him, I agree. Now I agree with you. If you inform the brothers, like Mansour or other brothers, about this guy and they do nothing, me personally, I believe that's wrong. They should, because why? Especially if they are known to use their name in exposing this guy, yes? But however, my point here is that you can't go around following the people, okay? That doesn't look good anyway, it's a joke.
I'm not here to look good, man.
No, but speak is
I'm just here to make my point.
Speak is not zoo.
No, it will be a zoo for a couple of weeks if I make it a zoo. It's okay. All I'm saying to
So
you
why
is
you
that-
gonna, if it's gonna be zoo,
What
who
I'm
you gonna
saying
be?
to you, Shamsi, let me
No,
say
if it's
to
gonna be zoo, who you gonna be?
you, I'll be the ringmaster. I'll be like the zookeeper.
Anyway, the point here is, I'm telling you, investigate what I said to you.
Yeah, I will,
Because
I
I
will.
agree. Exposing the extremism,
I've heard,
regardless.
let me say that I have heard a Christian Prince and I've listened to him. I don't like the way he talks anyway. I remember listening to him on chat and I don't like the way he talks
Insult
anyway.
people,
He's a bit vulgar.
No,
So
but
for
even
me-
you'll be surprised. Even Bob, the liar, says he followed those Christian. Who did Christian?
Big up, Bob.
Shamsi, can you
Yeah, he did it. What is Bob?
Look at these two brothers here. Look at these two Muslim brothers. The biggest disgrace to the Sunni Ummah Muslim.
No.
Sheikh one and Great Dunya. The biggest disgraces. Both of these two guys here walking around with masks on like gimps, like little gimps. Yeah? Look at the state of them.
I'm gonna walk off. Wait. Brothers, no. Look. I have to be just. Some brothers should not be in this park. Because you're insulting someone's mother.
Just like that, it should have been the part.
No.
Calm
You
down,
should be back. But brothers, to be honest, brothers, covering your face, insulting, swearing, that is gonna make Islam look bad. Without
You know what he does?
Can I speak? Watch what you do.
He's making you look
Okay, I'm refuting him. I'm not insulting his mother, but I'm speaking to him, telling him, look, you have double standard. I took him, look, that's intelligent debate. Understand? Why Raj has one thing, when I mentioned to him something about Salafis, he took it. He said, you know what, I thought this Salafis.
I've not said Salafi since, have I?
So that's what I'm saying.
That was 2 years ago.
Some people they say he's Islamophobe or Islamic hater. Why you could him? Ask what he means to compare him. What I know
That's
for
what they
him,
want.
what I know for him when I show him a proof, according to my knowledge, because if I know he's Islamic hater, someone who mocks Islam and Prophet Muhammad and Allah, then I feel I
And
would
some
be
of the
very
best
harsh.
people, some of the best people I've met, I don't want to say the guy's name, he's over there. Some of the best people, the best manners have been Salafis as well. So I can't condemn all Salafis, you understand? So I look by your actions as well. And some of these guys here, like these guys over
Yeah, but I
there.
don't know, wait, let me figure. Are you with Tommy Robinson?
Yeah, of course I'm with Tom Roberts.
You're a hypocrisy. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
I know, what?
You're a big hypocrite.
Don't worry,
Tommy
don't worry.
Robinson is a liar.
All right, so
How
let-
can you support a liar?
Let me say something.
Support someone
I've
who...
never hidden the fact that I align with him. I'm not fully with him. I align with him.
I forget that, man. If you're lying with him, forget that. I should be harsh to all of you.
That was a good
Not
way
joke.
to end it.
Yeah, seriously. Because why? I have to be just. Last time when I was when I was confronting Abu Qasim, who tried to get involved with Steve. Okay?
Oh, Steve, all right.
I had to confront him as well.
Yeah.
I said, okay, Steve, you're right. They're extremists, but you are a supporter of extremists
Yeah, we can
too.
have this conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
We can have this conversation.
Tommy Robinson is a liar, deceiver, and educated person. Anyone that follow him either is ignorant about his situation or is a donkey like him.
All right, so let me explain one thing before you go. 1 minute.
Halas, I have to go. Take care.
All right.
Halas, you guys.
Off he goes. Anyway, don't worry. All right, so big up. That's a good conversation. Actually, I don't mind. About what? Oh, we